Trap Juice coming.
Trap Juice.
Oh,
Trap Juice coming in May I Grind. I don't know what video. It might be a freestyle. It might be
I'ma come.
a poetic moment.
I'ma come on some DMX shit, and
I know.
Cool.
I'ma come on some DMX shit, on some my niggas do what shut up down yeah, that type of deal. Yeah.
Word.
You know, sometimes you gotta be an artist. Welcome to Color Radio. Color Radio people.
Hey.
This is Juice Shrug. Purpose Skills Academy is today's sponsor. They have tryouts August 27th coming up.
Hey.
That's Saturday.
Get
Go
your
see if you can
kids-
little kick and hoop.
Get your kids play some
Shout out to
sports.
SampleGod.com.
Sample
DJ
God.
Beats Knees Friday Intellectuals. We also have
Don't know where I'm
the pandas. The pandas, man.
The pandas are gone and they're sad.
The pandas are gone and they're sad, but
Oh.
the circus is coming to town.
Ooh.
The circus is coming to town.
Hey, the circus
circus
is coming to
coming
town.
to town.
The circus is coming to town.
Wow.
We have King Maul in the building.
Hey, that's me. Squat.
We have S. Carly, the best engineer in the game. Hello, S.
What's going on?
He's on the mic finally. How you doing?
Yeah.
We have
like,
no guests, but it's okay because
all
they say
good.
our best shows are when it's just us.
Yes,
That's
it
what I
is.
heard.
And we have a new set. And today,
Look at the
you
new
have
set.
all of us.
take in the new set right now. Like appreciate
Smell
it.
it. You smell it through the
Appreciate
screen.
it.
Can you smell this set through the screen? Because you know what it
Appreciate it.
smells like. It smells like green.
Money.
Darkness.
Not me,
Oh
bitch.
my.
Y'all not have the potato, plain potatoes?
Oh.
He used to, he got charged like 16 counts for harassing white people in public places
That's
and walking up
ridiculous.
to them and saying, "Hey, you look bald." Then he said, "Darkness" to him.
What?
It's amazing.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, shout out to plain potatoes.
16 counts, huh?
16 counts of harassment and trespassing.
Man,
he stopped the fuck out of that.
got hit with
YouTube stars better be
trespassing.
careful.
He
out
stopped the
here.
hell out of that
I mean,
real quick.
harassment, yeah,
But
it's
banger
trespassing.
videos, because they were as him to leave and he'll be sitting there trying to eat like Roman noodles dry.
Like just straight up like the brick. Just
Guys, darkness. It's amazing.
okay.
He
I've
couldn't
seen-
keep an Instagram page because Instagram kept being PC pussy. So it was like, this is bullying and harassment. Like, this is
Instagram has
comedy,
been-
dark ass comedy.
yeah.
It was hilarious for the moment. I was like, it brought me back to Twitter.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was not on Twitter before that.
Instagram has been extra PC as of late.
Because it's Facebook now.
Yes,
Facebook's
been owned it.
Facebook has taken over. I don't know if y'all have been hip to this, but what's the Zuckerberg? He was on trial last year. He was on trial all last year for our
Ain't he
data.
still on trial?
He might be still on trial. I don't know.
You said for data?
Yeah.
For data.
Like he was selling data to
There is
third-party
a basically-
third-party companies.
Basically what? A high value on us as numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, whatever that means to you is whatever conspiracy theories you believe in or whatever facts you believe in. Whoever you're talking to says different things.
Just because we're trapped in the matrix, trapped in the box, and us as consumers are really, all in the background.
I hear it on the mic, so you good.
But
I just heard
us
it
as
now.
consumers, we just buy whatever. We push the wave on
Yeah.
just about whatever. So they need our information.
I mean, I for Easter tried this this alternative drink to LaCroix called Bubbly by Pepsi, right?
Oh, yeah, I've heard
I
about that.
never seen a Bubbly ad until I had it.
Really?
Never seen a Bubbly
They
ad.
had a Super Bowl with actually.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. On my phone.
I've still never
Oh,
seen the
okay,
bubbly.
On my phone. You will after this because
I
we
know.
brought it up.
Talk
Yeah.
about it, yeah.
And
It's
now
just gonna show up as soon as you
everybody
show it on
knows that
Twitter.
happens, and we're just not okay with it. But there's nobody talking about it. That's on the bigger side. So
How do you really stop it? Why is it happening?
why is it happening? Who's listening to me? Is it a purchase thing? Because
But-
I didn't buy that bubbly.
You
So
know,
it's
why
it's
did it
not
pop up?
really-
That's all about that getting used to the pros and cons of things. It's
Yeah.
like I want this device, I want the internet, I want this, I want that, but it also comes with this. I don't like that, but I live with it.
Well, it's also like As far as like people say when you like talk about it, then it shows up.
Yeah.
It's also if you Google search it, because
Yep.
sometimes if you like, you could just talk about it, like, yeah, cool, talk about it. But at any point, you decide to hop on Google and be like, bubbly.
Yep.
And I go, guess what? Google, you don't delete them cookies.
Nope.
Google
You
takes
delete
that
the
shit
cookies.
and they're
Sends
gonna
it,
send it
sells
back.
it.
Like, hey, so I see you on
We
Facebook
must
right now,
remember,
and there's some bubbly right
Google-
there. Go buy that shit.
Like Google's business is ads.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like that's their like
That's
that's
how
how
they
they
make
make
their
money.
Like
That's
that's
how
how
they
they
make
make
all their
money. Like us Googling and such and such.
They're social media advertising. Not even social media.
No,
they're
they're
internet.
They're
everything.
everything advertising.
Yeah.
Minus Facebook. Facebook got their own shit, but
Exactly. See, and then here's and we get into the bigger conversation of Google is its own country, Facebook's its own country.
Technically, Samsung's own country. They have their literal
Apple too.
country.
The government doesn't like the power that these companies have because they want the data too. They know the power in data. They know that the trends in people of how they buy, spend, shop, sleep, eat. That's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The thing is,
power.
like, all the companies keep track of that shit too. So
It's
not like-
control. It's brainwashing. So like the government is actively trying to demonopolize the social media market basically. So telling the tech companies you can't have your books closed basically. You must give it to us. You
Mhm.
must give us the data is what they're saying. Because
That's how they went to war with Apple.
Yep.
They went to war with Apple because Apple was like, no, you can't have it.
and if y'all didn't peep, I posted on the Color Radio story. There's a $1 billion lawsuit against Apple right now because they gave face recognition information to the cops, and they arrested the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's suing them for $1 billion, bro. $1 billion.
Wait.
With the pinky.
arrested the wrong guy.
They gave them fake. I think it was like a phone got stolen or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing. Whatever had
Whatever
the face on
happened.
the phone device.
Right.
They got it. They subpoenaed Apple for it. Apple gave it to him. Arrested the wrong guy.
But that phone was stolen.
Whatever it
Damn.
was, it didn't have my face on it. He said.
It didn't
And
work.
you know what, Apple? Fuck the cops. I ain't suing them. I'm
suing
suing
y'all.
you. I'm like, forgive me.
Y'all got the
forgiving
money.
them and getting me in
Y'all
trouble
got
like
the money.
that. $1 billion, and they got it. And you know they got it. You can't. I
They
hope-
fuck up like that.
I pray he's black. I pray he's black and he get.
Did you get the word out like that?
I pray he's black because you can say, oh, the pain and suffering of being a black man in a jail system.
Being assumed.
You trying to
My
tell
life
me
is ruined.
400 years of slavery is not worth $1 billion?
Run that shit
Bro.
up.
From the and the government's gonna be right behind him because
Run that
why?
shit up.
Here's a conspiracy. This is my own conspiracy. I wouldn't be surprised if the government didn't say, "Oh yeah, let's get the wrong information right, so we can get Apple in trouble."
Mm.
You feel me? Let's
Make it run
purposely
deeper.
arrest the wrong person.
Get them caught up real quick.
Get them caught up in like, see, I told you their
So
data
now-
wasn't secure. I told you their stuff. We need to
Now
get.
we need to know. Like,
We need to know now. We if we didn't,
Write
if he
the
would have had
law
it
up
sooner,
right now.
we'd have been wrote him off.
Write the law up right now. We need y'all access.
Just say it's easier things and less money to be done. So offering this kid $1 billion and possibly $1 billion at most $100 million, $100 million
Yeah.
for pain and suffering
Yeah.
off top. That's a
And then that shit leads
that's a
into
toss in the bucket for them.
all
So it's
the other
like,
shit.
yeah, bro, do it.
Write them laws.
Couple
up.
months in jail or something like that. I don't know how long he spent. A day, a week and a half, but $100 million, man. Hey, I got some bigger stuff in play. I'm gonna sit these couple weeks down and play the long game. But that's just me.
That
That's
shit makes
just me.
sense. It shit makes sense. I ain't even gonna lie. It makes sense.
So yeah, watch your data. I don't even know how I'm saying it like I'm not using a fingerprint scanner and I'm not like
Shit's not on the cloud.
yeah, like it's like
all my pictures back up as soon as I take them. Hey.
there's a JetBlue story.
Some people just can't. You really can't get over getting used to society right now. Technology is too convenient and it pops up everywhere. Face recognition is already going to be in people's security cameras.
I was about to bring it up. There's a JetBlue story about facial recognition.
Yep.
You peeped it.
Mhm.
You want to go? You got it. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright,
Peep it.
so they're Damn. There are some airports, I think LAX and a couple other international airports. JetBlue has a
International.
JetBlue
is
has
the
a
key word.
system that will, if you walk up to it, like you know how you go to the airport, get your passport or a driver's license,
You show your ID.
show your ID. So with JetBlue, you walk up, look at the camera. All right, this is you. This is your boarding pass information.
And scanning your eye.
So
Keep it
now,
pushing.
now they're able to track every human in the world.
Yeah.
But here's the story. So a white woman, you know, the white woman had to get to the
Huh.
bottom line of this. She came and it was like, "Oh, I have to. What's this thing gonna be me about having to scan my eye now?" And then JetBlue responded on Twitter. And see, Twitter get everybody in trouble.
Yes, it does. Oh, that shit went into a tangent. I seen
Mhm.
it a while ago. I
It
don't remember it though.
she begins the ask me, and then they respond by saying, "Oh, it's a part of the
Can't
somebody
remember it
on-
all the way.
it's a
but-
part of our deal with the government. We don't keep the information. The government sends us a file of everybody's picture that is on this flight."
Yep.
So she's like, "Hold on."
So the government knows who I am.
She was like, "Hold on, I didn't send this picture. I mean, I didn't authorize me to be in some system and my facial rec. So y'all trying to tell me
Yeah.
y'all already had me on file?"
It went on a spiral. Like the shit went downhill. It was a whole thing
And
on
then
Twitter.
JetBlue responded back.
Yep.
again.
They just kept going. I'm like,
kept going. So basically, what they're saying is that the government already has our faces recognized.
they know who we are.
They know who we are already,
What we're doing.
but they're validating it with the scan of the eye and the facial recognition at the airport.
Like
If you're
it's
going
brand
to-
new or
So it's,
something.
it's not like, oh, we can hide and change the shit. It's like, oh yeah, we
Yeah,
already know
we
you
know.
are, but let's just make sure. Okay, you're you. So everybody on this flight is you. Is what they're
Not
saying.
even that. Let's get your DNA.
So if you've been
Yeah.
overseas in the last whatever since 2000, since 2001,
Yep.
your face is recognized, sir
Yep.
or ma'am.
If you got a
Recognized.
passport,
If
if
your
you have
passport
a
is in there,
passport.
you're already scanned into the filtration system of the government, and you're on file.
Well, that was already happening when you get a passport in the first place.
Yeah,
But-
but now you can like scan it on the computer. Like,
Okay.
so like that's basically like anybody can.
It's the
access
future
it.
shit, bro. It's the camera band up there, and them they're not even focused on you. They're just scanning the room for face
Yep.
so that match a certain look.
Yep.
And if your nose matches his nose a little
Your
bit,
eyebrow
yours
right
pop
here,
up.
bam. Hey, oh, that's what's his
Possible
name.
people who look like
What he
this
doing
person.
right now?
So it's like it's a computer program.
Yeah.
It's a computer program. So you're not even like trying to really.
Watch Dogs is becoming real.
It's
You
exact,
said
bro.
it's coming real?
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. Have you,
Yeah.
you see that game? It was a long. I heard it was a super long game, so I ain't really
It's
get
not
it.
long.
Okay.
It's not crazy long unless you want it to be long. Then you can play that shit forever. But you can get over. You get. through
Hello,
it.
Lotus. I know you missed this episode, but you will be on soon. So you just clicked into the live. We're talking
Word.
about facial recognition and the government watching us through airport security cameras and other
I mean, but
things.
the government been on shit for years. Though.
In Britain, they have CTV, which is the close target. It's cameras. You can't do any crime in London.
Nope.
No, every corner has a camera on it.
There are blind
I've heard
spots,
that.
but I mean, you got to be like, you got to know the system.
You got to know the system, but it's like, I know they got the facial. Everybody's seen over there. Like if you can't walk anywhere without being seen.
But they,
It's
well,
they know
somebody's
even
wallet
had
be like,
guns on them
alright.
though.
exactly,
So that's the why.
but it's a lot. But it's a lot of stabbings.
Yeah.
They get they stab on. Like New York, also
They get they
has a
stab
lot of
on.
cameras. What's got 6ix9ine caught up? I'm pretty sure they been knew who shot him. Shot at the Barclays. It's a Barclays. It's like shooting at the Q, bro.
There are a lot
I
of
know.
cities,
I know.
there's
You
some
say you seen
cities.
when they was feeding the children in the school system.
Oh yeah, the cheese that didn't melt.
And it burned.
The what?
It got caught on fire.
So they serve in
Cheese.
like the public school system in New York serve cheese sandwiches and milk, right? Cheese, because it's probably like Passover, Good Friday, something so they can't use
Spoiled. They
meat on Friday.
spoiled dairy to these children, to our black community that we're not supposed to have.
And they
That's basically what it is. It's
the dude opened it up. He took a lighter, burned it. Cheese didn't melt or drip or anything. It just blackened.
Damn.
Stayed sturdy, but just blackened.
Wow.
like carbs.
I'm not gonna
Supposed to
get
melt.
started
Cheese
about
is
drinking
supposed to
milk.
melt.
I ain't gonna get
Cheese is supposed to bend. Even that like
Yeah.
generic shit you find at the store.
drinking cheese and milk at lunch is terrible already. Just on a diet, cheese, milk, and carbs is what they're eating with mayonnaise. Yum.
That's not a good diet.
It's not a good diet at all. It's nobody's good
That
diet.
shit is horrible.
No.
So, I need to get a good chair now. Fuck, that just hit my back. Shit.
Testing out the new system.
Right, right. This is a whole new setup. So let's
So
get.
it's just like the bullshit that the government has always been on. It's like
But it's the
It's-
access of information now that we can.
I know it's like it's
Find it
more
out.
and more blatant too because it's dawned upon everybody about everything. Everything's becoming more accessible. Everything's becoming more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
That alkaline diet now is just like everybody want to hop on that
Mucus.
alkaline diet wave.
Mucus
kills you.
Mucus.
faster
Here's
than
a
anything.
here's a thing that I heard on the same show recently too. Vanger was talking about a baseball player who was having arm pain, right?
Mm.
So he was having arm pain. He was getting ready to have like Tommy John surgery or something wild like that. Something like he was thinking like, oh, my season over, blah blah blah.
Mm.
And he went to the doctor. The doctor asked him one because he's like, you had I mean, you got any throat pain? He was like, yeah, actually. Oh, well, he got strep throat. The mucus in his body built up so much that it irritated his elbow.
Damn. Wow.
Nothing wrong with his elbow after he cut the strep throat.
That's wild.
Now, if that don't tell you, like, and now it's probably like a million of those cases and stuff. Thank you, Star McFly. It's probably a million of those cases of people that are still eating dairy,
Yep.
still drinking milk, still eating heavy carbs with certain, like, it's moderation. When my doctor told me moderation, I didn't know what moderation meant. Like, when you get a thing of mashed potatoes in a plate, you're like, oh, I'm supposed to eat all these mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
and that's
eat
what's
the
on my
whole plate.
Like, eat the whole plate. That's what the mentality was in most of families. You better eat that whole plate.
I pay good money.
Yeah.
A lot of
Eat
people
that,
starving
all
for
of
that.
that.
Yeah,
So-
that plate in.
But when you get to start to understand, like, again, they tell you to drink ginger ale when you're sick. Have y'all ever noticed that y'all instantly start coughing more? Y'all instantly get like a in your throat.
It's a
after-
tickle, yeah.
It's because it's pop. It's sugar. It's not. It settles your stomach.
The
but it's
thing
not something you
is,
drinking
the
when
thing
you're
is,
sick.
that's how this, and that's when the conspiracy kick in, right? You always know that you're supposed to drink ginger ale when you get sick, but it's not the ginger ale, it's the ginger.
It's the ginger.
It's the ginger
It's
in
the
it.
ginger.
So what they did was make money off the ginger. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just sell ginger off the top of the thing, but like, oh yeah, this is a great drink. Drink this. This tastes
add
amazing.
garlic, but you can't make garlic juice. You can't add like but you put garlic in.
Never seen garlic juice in my life.
So, like,
You get that
like,
quick profit off of just.
But you put garlic in your
Ginger
food. Like,
ale.
oh yeah, it made me
Yeah.
feel like wasabi makes you feel better on like clearing up your sinuses and shit like that.
Mhm.
It's just certain
Absolutely.
like the food pyramid is dumb.
Mhm.
Look at the
Oh,
food
yeah.
pyramid
Oh,
again. They say eat majority bread.
Eat a whole lot
Yeah.
of bread. Eat all the
No,
bread.
no, it's like it's
Wheat.
at
Bread
the.
and
all
pasta.
the eat all
bread,
the
pasta, all of that.
You basically need to flip it on his head.
Yeah.
Flip it. Matter of exactly, flip it on his
Yeah.
head. That's it.
Eat the most little carbs as possible. So like, I just think about grade school and I'm eating cheese pizza
Bruh.
and drinking milk.
We was at Kickback's house, right?
Mm.
And we was looking at senior
All day,
pictures.
every day.
We was at
Oh,
Kickback
man.
House and we was looking at senior pictures, right?
Mhm.
And I realized how big I was then. Like even though I was doing football and everything,
Man.
but
I was big
thinking
as
about the
fuck.
diet at that time that I was eating,
Terrible.
and I was like,
Big
damn.
Texas is every day.
And then when everybody said,
For
"Bruh, Big
breakfast.
Texas was great,"
Big
Breakfast.
Texas is every day, bro.
and then when they
Egg-
when, over the
egg
years,
sandwiches
and when people
is
kept saying like, "You looking slim, you looking slim," I didn't realize that I wasn't eating that same shit. I'm doing the same shit I've been doing for the past whatever many years,
I'm not.
but I'm eating completely
I'm
different.
not getting most of my meals of the
Have
day.
it as bad as some people.
Yeah. It's always worse.
It's- yeah, you know,
It's always worse
yeah.
people out there. It's always people
That's
that
what it was.
that don't have a father or mother and everything. Is the first thing I learned about D and them, and that's probably a test to how their father is. They don't drink or smoke. So that was the first thing I learned about that family was the whole family. The brothers, top to bottom, don't drink or smoke, all play football, all box. Like, I know D through rapping, but like that system in there, pretty sure that kept them on the straight and narrow, not doing the dumb shit. You know, every team do whatever they do, but keeping them focused on certain things. Like that's a big deal. So, whoever system is, if you have a mom and dad or not, grandparents in their life,
Older people influence you.
older people influence your environment, influence you and everything. So it's like, I don't know, doing our part more. I just booked 1K Fats. He's a young rapper blowing up right now in Cleveland, but he's underage, and I had to ask him for a consent form to be signed. I'm like, well, we got to get a consent form. We're gonna post you on all our shit like that. Like, just covering our asses for future references and shit like that. And niggas come back on some Aaliyah shit like, yeah, she was underage then. I'm like, oh, hold on, we got this consent form. Parents signed it. So it's like, it's not that I don't know what his family life is like, but like, oh, he gotta go ask a parent to be a rapper for real. Like, he gotta go like, hey, can I go do this interview or a guardian, whatever it is, a person of age that takes care of him and shit like. Yeah, so it's like,
you can still sue me and try to come up with some bread.
yeah, so it's like a, well, what if they say no? It's
Then
like,
they say no. That's your parents.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. So it's like it's one of the things where it's like everybody has a different home system. There could be a little white kid. I know, my bad.
Depending on
My
how
bad.
he is, he might go get it forward and be like, "Yep."
I mean, I can't do nothing about that either. But it could be a white kid who's talented as hell. Blah blah blah. 17 years old. He'll be 18 in a month, and his parents tell him, no, you can't go on tour. You can't do that. You can't.
they shut that shit off.
They shut that shit all the way down, and like they won't nurture his or her talents if they're an artist or not. Long story short, these aren't bad kids, just bad environments. New phrases, new quotes out here. Get hip. We're not doing be humble.
We're
and
literally in PTSD.
Oh yeah,
It's literally
everybody has PTSD.
and depression.
I started carrying a knife the first time two dudes walked up on me. It was like, "Hey, what you got in your pockets?" like that's what.
Yeah.
Like that's what it just is after that. It's like, all right, well, I'm not going to get that happening anymore. I gotta have something to protect myself.
Dude,
I don't
when
get blackout drunk unless I'm here at home.
Bruh.
Nigga, I got drugged in Atlanta. Like, no.
Like, so it's crazy when you was like, man, you don't even feel like leaving the house because you feel like you're gonna die. Like, this shit wild. Like,
No,
I
it's-
remember being back in the
real
day,
out here.
walking to the store with my pops. He'll give me the hammer and say, look, you're a better shot. Hold that bitch.
It is what it is,
I
man.
like bet.
It is what it
Get
is.
real like.
106.1. I know y'all need
Holla at us.
an interview show.
A nice little solid Cleveland joint.
Your thoughts. Your thoughts you didn't have anything, but occur.
I can't do it either.
Nope. Nope. But we can add it in because we got the best engineer in the game. Look at our set, goddammit. 100 episodes, 150 coming soon. We might not even do nothing for it.
It is 150 is like literally in like 2 episodes from now.
We might not
50
even
is 2 episodes
Do
from
shit
now.
for it because that's how much we care about it, goddamn. We out here grinding
148th
and
episode
grinding
and we
right now.
rocked out with a new set.
A new set. But playoffs going on. I looked at our archives. We started this podcast the year the Cavs won.
Oh, we did?
2016.
Nice.
2016. So we documented the Cavs winning and Trump winning.
We've been in this shit.
That
a
happened
long
the same
time.
year?
Same
That
year.
don't feel like
Yeah,
the same
dude.
year.
Same year.
That's so
Technically, he won in November, but he got sworn in January.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I kept saying how much bullshit it was.
Yep.
I was in LA when he won. I will never forget that. Like, where were
Damn,
you?
we was.
Where were you when Trump won? And they
God
fucking
damn.
started to fucking picket and march.
Yes, because motherfucker, we was so much traffic. We was just trying to get the
We was
camp.
trying to go party.
was
We ain't
trying
care
to get
about
the
nothing.
camp.
We was like, yeah.
And they had
shout out to
all
America.
the roads blocked off.
bigger things than him.
You know, it's crazy.
All the roads is blocked
How
off.
many years that's probably has happened though?
What?
Every
Where is
4
it?
years where
Where it
all
was
the
like,
kids
where
are
were
just
you
sitting
at?
partying.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Bush won. Oh, Kerry. Oh no, not Kerry. Kerry never won, but you know, Obama won. All right, Obama. Where was I? Man, I was at home when Obama won. I was here for school or something like that.
Did we get off for school when Obama won? I feel like
we did too.
we got
I
off
don't
for
know,
school.
man.
I
It was
feel
a
like we
holiday.
really got a day off or something.
Yeah.
I feel like only the black kids got the day off now.
White
like,
kids was sitting in class like,
they
oh,
was
so we ain't got
calling the kid like,
homework.
Hey, you don't have to
Yeah.
come in today.
We don't got homework right now.
Y'all got
We
a
just
black
want to make sure
president.
that you're okay and you're having a really good time. All the black folks would have came back was like, oh, you know what? You my
Oh,
bitch now.
yeah.
So yeah, the playoffs are going on. Logo Dame pulled up from 35 from the logo.
Damn.
The 4 game at the buzzer for the 50th point.
Excuse me.
For the 50th point.
Wes is so
Saudi.
And he been talking shit.
Damn.
And rocking the baby. So he's at home literally rocking the baby to
My
sleep.
thing is, you can't talk shit when you down in the series.
I mean,
at any
no,
point,
man.
you
He-
can't
no.
talk shit.
He plays off of emotion, but he's out of here now. I know as that you don't really fuck with the sports, but if you had to guess, who's winning the NBA championship? From what you know about sports,
Who's in it? I know
No,
Boston.
from what you know about sports,
I know Boston's there.
who do you have taking it out? I don't
Houston's there.
pick who you feel is
Golden
favorite.
State and the
It's-
Clippers still doing the thing, ain't they?
Yeah, you got
they're in a 3-2 series right now, so
Okay.
they're 1 game. The Golden State Warriors are 1 game away from
Is
beating
Toronto
Clippers.
in it?
Yes, they're facing the 76ers next round.
Oh, the 76ers in it too.
So
Shit.
wait, the Golden State's about to win.
Yeah, probably.
Who's taking the whole
But
thing?
One
the-
game to win.
But the Clippers are like fighting. They're
Yeah,
scrapping.
they
I
trying to
saw,
hold out.
Lou
Lou
Williams.
Williams,
That boy.
Mr. Two Girlfriend.
That boy saucy.
Who do you have as the?
I don't know.
This is gonna be a fun segment. Who does S. Dot have in the playoffs?
Oh, this sauce on me.
He fucking
Who
around. The Bucks are
against
still in it.
who?
The Greek figures in it.
Got an extra clip
damn.
on me.
Houston's in it.
Yeah.
The Spurs and Denver are playing right now, and the Spurs
Okay.
are
I didn't know
about
the Spurs
20.
was
You gotta tell me
shit.
who gonna win. Who making it to the playoffs? Who make it to the finals?
The team that's going against each other.
Yeah. But I don't know if you know the West and the East teams. Do you know West and the East?
I know
teams?
enough.
Okay, well, there we go then. Oh, cool.
Shit. It'll lift the Golden State. If Golden State make it to the Rockets, that'll be a hard one to like
be a
get
hard one.
past.
Because Golden State does not have a big man anymore, because DeMarcus Cousins blew his hamstring out. So and he
So I don't know.
wanted the max last year. $100 million. You fucking crazy, bro. Fuck out of here.
The Rockets really want it, then yeah, I'll
That's
probably.
all James Harden, honestly.
James
Harden,
Chris
CP,
Paul, we already know he gonna
CP3.
cook. He ain't injured this year. He ready to run.
I'm excited to see the Bucks and 76ers battle this round. And
That's gonna be a good.
Whoever
But
win
Embiid out though, so I ain't really.
he's off and on out. I'm excited to whoever wins that matchup. No, is it the 76ers and Bucks? Toronto and the Celtics are going against each other, so that should whoever comes out of that one is gonna win the shit.
Such is winning.
But the Bucks are so good.
Such is gonna win.
The Bucks are good.
DeMarcus Smart been on a rampage lately.
He's hurt.
defensively.
He's hurt.
Oh yeah, I heard though. But he'll be able to
I
come
have
back
no
by the
idea.
end.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Avengers Endgame
Endgame is coming. It's
Is
probably
out.
going on right now.
is out. People are
people are
watching
in the
have seen
theaters.
it. If you're listening to this, you've seen it
Dressed
already.
up as Thanos. in the
Spoiler
theater.
alert.
Fuck you.
Thanos fucks Captain America.
Fuck you all.
Good job.
Ant-Man is going up at Thanos' ass.
Right.
Wait, literally.
He's creating.
I
Stop.
don't
Wait,
know.
wait.
No,
Stop.
That's what the
Stop.
internet. That's what the
Stop
internet
telling
wants
me
to
what
happen.
the internet says. I don't
That's what
care what the internet
no,
wants.
okay, that's been going on since before Endgame even got announced.
That's what I
He's gonna crop his pee hole.
That's it. Like they want
That's so
Ant-Man to
disturbing.
shrink down and expand inside of Thanos, blow him
my
up.
God.
The end. Like
so disturbing. That's gotta hurt Ant-Man.
it's traumatizing all the way
It's
around.
like, oh my goodness, I'm into you.
It's traumatizing all
Ew,
the way
I can feel
around.
you.
Those little feet tickling up you.
Pause. Hey, think of this. Pause.
Yeah.
I'm growing in you.
No.
So disturbing.
That's what the internet wants, though. Like that's been the
Internet.
headline.
That'd be
of the
awesome to
internet.
see.
Internet or idiots.
Is there anything else we got to cover on this
why Meek
episode?
left
I don't
y'all
want to
asses.
skip anything because we got time, but I don't know.
That's why Meek left
it's a slow week. Oh,
Facebook.
Groovy Q just dropped. Schoolboy Q just dropped. He's dropping.
Oh,
that,
Rico Nasty dropped.
Oh, Rico Nasty dropped too.
She
Shout
had
out to
a
Rico
mixtape
Nasty.
come
She's
out.
been one of my favorite female artists lately.
Ooh.
Just like she gives me that.
Okay, yeah, I know you talk about the foreign chick from
She not foreign.
or is that it was like Milan Millie
Mamelia?
Melly? That's what I'm thinking of.
L-I-I.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm thinking of her.
no.
She thick. That's it.
Foreign.
Foreign,
yeah.
thick and
Thinking
foreign.
foreign.
But
I thought that
Rico
was that
Nasty,
person.
She's skinny, so she's like. If we was in the
Let me
right
see who
setting,
Rico Nasty
we'll get to talk
is.
about the colorism of hip hop and everything. She's a little darker. She doesn't have a fat ass. She doesn't got big titties.
She's skinny.
But she
man.
got bars like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
she
she
can
can
make
spit.
bangers and shit. She dropped a
She
song with
got
Doja
great
Cat,
energy,
which is
man.
perfect because
That Tia
Doja Cat.
Tamara song
Wait,
is so great.
She's with Doja Cat.
she dropped a song with Doja Cat called
Okay.
Tia
Yeah.
and Tamara.
Tia
Yeah.
Tamara, that song is so cool.
Right. And the
I
video
love it.
hard. All of it's hard. Like shout out to Doja. I think she was performing at Coachella, I think, for
Was she?
Yeah, I think she
God
was at Coachella.
damn it.
So like yeah, she was at Coachella
I
because
gotta
the mood
see
shit
her
went crazy.
live. I gotta see her live at some point. In my
Yeah,
life.
man. I want to smoke with her. I want to like
Yeah, I
like
just wanna
playing
kick
her-
it. I just wanna kick it with
okay, I
Doja.
did see this album
Just want
cover.
to kick it with Doja.
Yeah, the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
She looked like a friend of mine.
Yeah,
She
right.
got braces. She was creeping me out low key.
But she raw though. She
Yeah.
raw as fuck. She raw
She
as fuck.
was
But
good.
I don't think they can really give
Like,
her
that
a
shit
chance.
creepy.
Yeah, I mean, cause she probably was the weird girl when she was growing up and shit like
Yeah.
that. But if
I got a friend that just look.
I feel like if she was a little bit more like,
Mm.
oh, she's the twerker chick,
Mhm.
she'll be a lot more popular right now. But she's growing on that like that. I'm the girl to come to if you want some turn up shit and you
I'm
want a
gonna
girl
say,
on. it.
No,
I get
man,
that
she would
she's
rock a
different.
show. That's
Yeah,
like,
she
she would rock the fuck out of a
Yeah,
show.
she rocked the fuck out of a show.
I get that she's different. And she's different.
I get that she's different and different.
I know that she can be normal.
That's my friend. No, that's
Oh,
not
shit,
Rico
she
Nasty. That's
look-
my
look,
friend.
she look
I
like-
told you.
Yo, B, that's creepy.
Oh yeah, she
I
do
thought
like
that
her.
was
She
her.
cute.
No, that's my-
Yeah,
I'm like,
she
that's my
cute.
friend. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
friend, I'm like, dang, you
if
look like
she-
Rico
if she could look
Nasty.
like that, yeah. But yeah, guys. Playoffs going on right now.
Talented
happening.
Schoolboy
people.
job, Rico job. Shout out to Jim Tomey. There's 20 candidates for the Democratic presidency.
Joe Biden just started his.
Joe
run.
Biden just doing his hat, and you know what Trump did? Called him Slow Man Johnny or something like that. Or like
Slow Man
Sleeping
Johnny.
Joe or some
What?
shit. He said something. He got straight to the trolling when he announced. I don't know about y'all, but this y'all president is fired, man. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all
Crazy.
out there in the out there.
Who
Y'all-
voted for this man?
Yeah, who voted for this man? Because like,
Don't remind me.
yeah, he might be
Oh,
like
God.
breaking up
Remind me
families and
people actually
like
voted for him.
inspiring Nazis to come back.
You know how fucked
Whoa.
up that
But
is?
he is comedy, man.
People
He
actually
can.
vote
He's
for
been
him.
entertaining for 3 years.
I'm about to say, what did he actually
And
accomplish?
people still trying to get him out of here. They might as well give up now. Like
Yeah, it's over with
this
now.
shit.
What did he
It's over.
actually accomplish?
Made it. He
That
did it.
nigga
He
started a
did this
war.
for
He
years.
started the
He
wall.
started the wall.
He actually did like the economy
Oh, yeah, some
has
people
been
out of
boosted.
jail. Thanks to Kim K. But
Kim K got a lot of people out of jail. This
Kim
like
K-
of the
and-
3
and she
years,
about to
Kim
be a
Kardashian
lawyer.
has gotten more people out of jail than fill in the blank. And y'all
Fill
came
in the
even down me on it. And she becoming a lawyer and quote me on this. Y'all gonna owe me a Bentley because we're gonna be already rich. Kim K 2024, she will be president. Kanye will be
The husband,
the
yeah,
first
first
husband, and he will
First
be a preacher of a
husband.
church, and he will take up and he will get the
Saying
Christian
that.
community behind him.
He's gonna be Al Sharpton.
He's gonna be fucking out.
He's gonna be Al Sharpton
he's
for
gonna
the female
get the-
Jesse Jones.
He's gonna get
Kim
the
Kardashian?
Christian community behind him because he's a Christian. Because he's already married to a white woman.
He's
yeah.
already flipped over.
He's already
switching
flipped
up.
over. He's starting it up already. The
Oh
church
my
is going
God.
around. He's gonna get
Trump
not-
told him to do it.
not just the liberal people that grew up with Kanye, but Kim is bringing in her whole popularity. Kylie would love to be the sister of the president
Yeah, what?
and be in the White House kicking it like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 15 in the White
In
House.
the White House.
Come on.
And
Come on, you
and they
can't
got
write
a
this, bro.
they got a contract, so it got to be sound.
And you know how fast Kim is gonna get done with her law degree?
You know how we,
They gonna
think
expedite
about
the
that.
fuck
You know
out of
how
that
we
shit.
really
You
gonna
know
know.
how fast she's gonna get
We're
done
really
with her
gonna be
law
able to
degree?
see what happens in the White House at that moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At that moment in
Ain't no
time, we'll
hiding,
really
dog.
know
Oh
what's
no.
going on.
By that time, I feel like we'll be going towards a board type presidency, like where there's more than one person. It's not just one person.
A
at the
council,
top.
basically.
Yeah,
at this
council.
point.
I think that's where we'll.
But that's the
we'll-
whole point. You see, and it's still fucked up because it just reminds us how fucked up our government is, because that's the whole point of the judicial system.
Exactly.
You have
Checks and
the
balances.
yeah,
and
the
check each other.
legislation,
It works
I
though
forget the whole
because
does
Trump
work.
tried to
He tried to
do
do
the
some
travel
wild
ban,
shit.
and it was like, you can't do that, bro. You can't do
They shut
that.
that shit down.
But now
You
that
see, he still
now
has
the
veto power,
putting
though.
illegals in camps, that's the loophole of 2001 and 9/11, putting illegal terrorists in camps. So that's the same loophole. So he can separate families all he want and do all that, but then the people got behind it and stopped it. But putting them in abandoned Walmarts, easy.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God,
he tested this.
abandoned
No,
Walmarts.
yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so like I really give it to Trump for telling us what can be done, because they was like just the wiretaps alone, like it's you can't indict a president while he's a president, because will be detrimental to the country. So so like he can't get indicted. I didn't know that. All his homies got wiretaps and snitched on, or tried to be flipped and snitched. But since he's still the president, he's like, I'm gonna let y'all ride it out. This case is not gonna take more than 2 years to get done with. I'm gonna do all that. Y'all tell them what they need to know, and I'm gonna pardon y'all
Yeah.
straight like that.
Because the Mueller report
For
came
what-
out said
all
then
presidents-
had shit to do with Russia.
Exactly.
Russia didn't have shit to do
The
with
Mueller reports came out. They redacted most of it, but what we did find out is Trump sat back when he got the first charge was like, "This is the end of my presidency."
it.
So like he's a real nigga. He know what he doing, and he knows that tweeting out Sleeping Man Joe is gonna get his base. Yeah, that's my nigga. Fuck that nigga Joe Biden. Another 4 years. Like it gets them excited. Like that's he's like I say this not to be joking. If he was black, we would get it. We will fucking get it, because this is how Obama threw shots at McCain and all that. Like, oh yeah, man, it's cool. I'll be over here with J and B. Oh yeah, with J and B. Yeah. Like,
I hate you.
but think about it.
I hate the
But
whole
like,
thing he just did.
like that's
But
what
it
it
makes
was.
sense.
Like it's literally what it was like, oh, let's play to. It's just so happens that we're not on the winning team anymore. But that's been the cycle every time. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican.
You do it. You just do it better, or you just continue to do it.
And see, we on a big ass conspiracy wave right now. I feel like the fact that it's every 4 years, it's generational. So like our 4 years, like when we turned 18, we got to vote for Obama. Every 4 years, a high schooler gets to get their first vote, and it's a monumental thing for the state actively vote. And it's always like, I'm for the young people. I'm for this. It's a purpose to that, because it wouldn't be 5 years. Like the Senate gets 5 years, and then you go 5 years. Like, I made it to college. I don't really like how you doing this business here. Like, I don't like that I have to pay this much taxes because I'm working now. I don't like the fact that I'm like the student loan debts is getting high.
That's almost. That's hard to say when you say generational. It has to be something bigger than that, because you always got a high schooler every year coming out.
Right.
You always got like that person who just hit college coming out.
Right.
So the 4 years thing, I think that all refrains around the law aspect too, like you say, because if a president, think about what Nixon did and Trump did. If a president can put in place certain laws, it's gonna take it 4 years to get out.